when it comes to pleasing people, man, like, you just can't please everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, if an organic portal person is sad about what's going on at their school or any industry that they work at, and you let them know the truth about it, and they get mad about it, and you try to do everything to let them know, like, this is the truth of what they do and how they look at us humans. You know what I'm saying? All they gonna do is, like, get triggered. And there's nothing you can do to please organic portals, you know what I'm saying? Not even your own sisters, not even your own brothers. If they are organic portals, if they're not from higher planes, they'll never accept you for who you are. If you're a deep person, you're not accepted. That's the person's true color. They're toxic.
Man, I swear you know exactly what to say, because I've been there and done that with my family, man. Like, they don't want to hear it. They'll come to me with something, a situation or whatever, and I try to speak, some truth and knowledge to them. And then, they'll cuss me out or go off on me and stuff, and I have to cuss them back out. But man, you're right, man. My family's organic portals, man. And it's like, I tried everything in the world to try to please them, accommodate them. But man, it's like, it backfired. It hit me in the face. So man, you're absolutely right. And what I do is, man, I just leave them alone. I don't have nothing to do with them. I just leave them alone so I can have peace of mind and keep my vibrational energy up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's true right there. They would get mad, man, triggered, because, like, you are speaking the truth. Like, these people at these jobs and these colleges, and they hating life, and they hating life, feeling depressed, and they need friends around to back them up and help them cope with their problems, man. But they never took the time out their day and just thought to themselves. They're not an open book, man. They're a closed book. Closed-minded people, man. That's the truth right there, man. They're closed-minded people. That's why when you come around and present some information to them, that's very decisive. They don't want to listen. They don't want to hear it, man. They don't want to hear the truth, man. They don't want to hear it. Like, it's like the things we are speaking about, deep stuff. It's far out of their language. See, they want to deal with the norms of society. Like, they think, like, see, like I said before, like they think, like, okay, like, remember I said, like, well, this guy act like me and this girl think like me, so I guess everything is perfect. It's the same like this, man. They think, oh well, this guy got a job and this girl working, this girl doing this, so I guess it's okay, because they see other people doing it. So they say, oh, I guess it's normal. It's the norm. They say, oh, it's norm. But what we are saying and doing is not the norm of society. That's the truth.
Yeah, man. I know it's like one thing I learned about this organic portal society. Say you living in the United States, for example, like, almost every person could speak English. Just because everyone could speak English doesn't mean they're gonna comprehend you on a level that you want. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a deep person, if you're speaking an English language, that's saying, like, this organic portal society of these particular industries are designed to prevent you from learning yourself and to keep your vibrations down, to keep you stressed out and have anxiety or stress, which comes from this society. A lot of organic portals, especially these folks in colleges and especially these folks in the streets and the 9 to 5 and stuff like that, they'll get mad at you for sharing that deep information that they're afraid to accept. Like, when you sharing some very divine information that's way beyond their comprehension, because they didn't take the time out to observe themselves and they just went along with everyone else went along. They think that the stuff that seems normal in society They don't see it as a hamster wheel slave cycle. They don't see it as a prison bar. They don't see it as toxic. You know what I'm saying? They just sit there and just be like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and like give in to this industry to the day I pass away and stuff like that. That's not the way it is, man. See, modern day humans, when society was created by these demon alien higher ups, I was saying, like, ever since society was, the day when society was created by the demon alien higher ups, that's when modern day humans were like very weakened in the mind, heart, and soul. And that's where organic portals start to come around, you know what I'm saying? So you think about the people that don't really talk that much in public or talk around their families and stuff. It's because they don't fit in with society. They're like from the higher planes. And I'm just telling you, man, like, when you do stuff that's like different and you be a leader and not a follower, when they see you not following society, they look at you strange. They be like, why this person ain't doing what we doing? You know what I'm saying? And you let them know you ain't a slave, they trip.
Yeah, man, that was some good pointers right there. It's so true. Cause like I knew I was different. I knew I was different when I was a child. So, it's like when I grew up, everybody expected me to do what the people do, like have children, be on welfare, live in the projects, and do, low stuff. But, I didn't do that. Like with the organic portals, they want, me to sit around, drink all day, smoke dope all day, talk about problems and stuff, and not try to talk about anything to better myself or to lift my vibrations and talk about deep things and see how this system is so corrupted.
This organic portal society, you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't want to talk about, how can they find a solution to end the slavery in the school, the military, the religion, the sports industry, the Hollywood industry. Like, most people don't care to talk about that because they are organic portals and they want to have, so-called organic portal friends around to keep the illusion going. So these higher up demon aliens can like keep these human sacrifice going and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do, And like me, I don't hang around many people anyways, you know what I'm saying? The people that I went to school with that don't even rock with me like that, they are organic portals because they know I'm a deep person. They know I don't fit in with them because, they already align with society,
Yeah, exactly. The thing about it with organic portals is they love all that stuff. They love being controlled. They love being ruled over by a white god. In the religious preachers telling them what to do. They love Hollywood. They love looking at the celebrities, which are cloned people and gender benders. Because if you look at them, you can tell like the women are men and the men are women. It's obvious, and I point stuff out to people. They don't like it. We get to arguing and I'm like, I have to leave you alone. So yeah, I keep to myself too. When I was in school, I didn't fool with a lot of people and all, but when I saw that my family was just as bad as the people at school and stuff, I had to leave them alone too. So, it is what it is.
Yep, exactly, man. Exactly. Like, just because, like, we all in this country, right, could speak the same language, English, doesn't mean that we can't understand each other, man. Because it comes from within. Like, that's like the language. That's just a form of communication. So, but like, like that's different. Like deep, being like awareness and language, they are separate. That's how I see it, man. Like like awareness. Like we are aware of things, and we can like, call it out. Like, when I was a kid, like you could notice things, but some people just don't notice because they're organic portal. So that's most people. Like, like Left Side said this too. He said like, he said when you're a kid, like you know what's something strange going on, but you can't put it into words. But so, but you just couldn't express yourself and and talk about it. But you always know, like you always know something was wrong. And I felt it too, man. I just couldn't put it into words. And I'm still learning about new words because the school system failed many. So I had to learn for myself, new words and what's the meaning of it. But yeah, man, like being deep and expressing how you feel and what's going on, it could play hand in hand. As of now, yeah. And yeah, man, the thing about, like you said on the society, yes, it contributes to creating organic portals. That's true because like back then it wasn't no like society, people in control, like a system. It wasn't like that. So of course back then there were more deep people. Like they know, like they're not forced to do things like forced to like work at this place and forced to stay there for years and years and years and like do things that you don't want to do. They wasn't forced that way. You know how like, you got to get your state ID, and if it expires you got to go down there and apply for it, like before get a new one, and the wait time with that, like it's a system. The system, it messed people up. Like the school like I said, like the system is not good. Like like the schools, they force you to think the same, act the same, and the deep people, the quiet people, they be an outcast. And see, they have a soul, but they the ones that get bullied and picked on and criticized. Yeah, man, that's how it is. So this system's not good for the deep people, man. It's not good. It's not good. So these organic portals, like they are easy to fall in line. These are the ones that be out in the crowds. The ones in the crowds, like sports games and events. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you made some key pointers right there. You know what I'm saying? I've always thought about that. I could never put into words. The thing about kids that get bullied in school is because they are deep people, and the bullies, when they sent someone that's not like any other kid in school, they're jealous of them. That's just point blank. They're jealous. So they do their all to make that deep kid feel bad about coming to school and stuff. And it makes no sense. And like these organic portals, which are the bullies, they're easy manipulated into this society. So they don't mind having some type of higher up demon like ruling over them.
Yeah, I've been listening to Kenneth and what he was saying, and I agree 100% with everything that he said. And also I agree with what you said about these organic portal societies. Man, it's sad the way they are. And then, you can't reach out to them. You can't say nothing to them because they're going to argue and stuff like that. And, the most sad thing about it, with me in my case is it's like it's my whole entire family, my immediate family, and it's insane.
I'm gonna tell you about it, man. With my little brother, man, that's born from '03. Like, his energy is not deep at all. You know what I'm saying? Just organic portal. You know what I'm saying? Like, He always get mad when I talk about the deep stuff about this society and being uncut, you know what I'm saying? People be claiming themselves as being honest and uncut, but those are like those false woke organic portals, you know what I'm saying? When I really go in about, what the demon higher up aliens really do, letting them know that they the ones screwing up your income, your social security, welfare, letting you know that you don't really own anything, letting you know that, they strip you from your original form of being hunters and be able to create a lot of things, and you're just slaving away to have stuff that you temporarily own. They get mad at that. And like, man, it's a thing. Like, when it comes to these organic portals, I don't prove nothing to them, because at the end of the day, the United Souls is going to comprehend me for, like, me being a deep person. They going to know how I feel, all this stuff. Organic portals can never know how a deep person feels. That's just the way it is, you know what I'm saying? So those people that I went to school with that don't even be in contact with me anymore, they wasn't deep people to begin with, you know what I'm saying? I never tried to fit in with school, this society, you know what I'm saying? Because it's plastic. My original home is the hierarchy, higher planes in the multiverse, the infinite dimension zones, the twilight zone, the other zones in the infinite dimension realm. That's where my home at. We United Souls just here on Earth to end this organic portal society slavery. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's just a point of, we got to figure out a way how we can reach our family and, and try to get them to see, hey, this shit here is not real. It's fake. This is a fake life, everything is artificial. But, we got to do what we got to do. Other than that, what can we do?
And check this out. Like with organic portals, they tend to take out their anger out on you if you're a deep person. And when really the slavery industries that's causing them all this agony of pain, they need to take it out on that military, that religion, that school, that 9 to 5, that Hollywood, that pro sports clone industry. They need to take it out on them, but they taking it out on the deep people when we weren't the ones, because people with souls wouldn't create no industries to enslave people. Only a soulless demon alien would do that. That's what organic portals don't grasp, and they can never understand or overstand and understand that. And it's real sad, you know what I'm saying? It's like organic portals. It's like they put up with someone who's bad in a divine connection. It's like with these organic portals, like they'll put up with school, and other type of slavery industries that prevent them from learning themselves. They know it's bad for their growth, but they put up with it. It's kind of like being in a connection with someone who's like a bad girl or a bad boy. You know that they're bad for you, but you still putting up with it. So why put up with the industry? Why put up with those systems? You know what I'm saying? All these systems that's creating a society, it prevented us from learning about our human ancestors of the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our human ancestors of the multiverse, they were very smart, and they were powerfully divine in almost everything.
Also, with the organic portals, is, man, like whenever something's going wrong in their life, and like you said, they angry at the job or school or anything of that nature, they always want to throw religion in there. They always want to throw some scriptures out at you. They always got a scripture to say about everything, and and they don't even abide by it. And it's nerve wracking. Everything is all about the scriptures, all about God, but they themselves do not even follow their own doctrine, which is stupid, man. Like if you go, do all that, then follow the scriptures yourself, but they don't do that. They don't believe in that. But look, check this out though. A lot of those organic portals don't want to learn. They don't want to, expand. They don't want to, go deep within. They don't care about all that stuff. That's the thing that I don't get. All they want to do is work 9 to 5, come home, drink beer, watch TV, look at videos, look at the news, talk about the shit that's going on, and that's it. And then start all over again. They don't want to go deep within. They're like, oh man, what's all that stuff about? What's all that mumble jumble stuff about? But that's just how they are. They don't care about that stuff. They don't care about going deep. It's just all about doing the mundane things and then looking forward to the weekend to just drink and do nothing and watch football and all that stuff. Oh yeah, plus go to church and praise this fake ass God, which they don't understand. They don't have an understanding that they are the God that they're seeking, but you can't tell them that. They just want something to control them. They don't want any responsibility, so they want something to control and tell them what to do. And this is sad. It really is, because we are responsible for our lives and everything, and they want something else to be responsible for us.
Yeah, like for real. Like the thing is, when it comes to like this organic plural society system, like I don't let it control me. You know what I'm saying? Like these organic plurals have the nerve to go say, I'm not in control of my life. Like, it's like, these religions, and it's like these the boss at my slavery industry job is in control of things. Like I'm not the boss of nothing. Like they are so wrong. Like, they're far gone anyways. That's how they're not deep people. You know what I'm saying? So look, I ain't even tell you this, man. Like, this is the reason why I don't talk to many people, because most of them are organic beings of lower planes. Like they not gonna ever realize what a deep person realize.
Man, it's like I get to talking to some like coworkers or whatever, and some of them, they talk with a little bit of sense, and I'm like, okay, maybe this person is okay. But then when they flip the script and say, oh, I ain't got no control, Jesus in control of everything, I'm like, oh man, this right here ain't gonna work. Because me, I'm the type that I know I'm in control of everything in my life. Everything that happens in my life is because of me and what I've manifested by, meditating or dictating, and I just can't really fool with someone who doesn't own up to being a responsible person for every aspect of their life.
Yeah, like, because I done told a lot of people this already. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like, people passing away, they usually say that, it was the religion's plan and stuff like that. But really, if the religion had so much power in the world, you wouldn't have to go through slavery industry, slaving away at a corporation, and you going to school to learn stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, organic plurals, they don't be incast and be thinking. They rather be outcasts out here and follow whatever been taught to them by this society. They follow whatever sounds very sweet to the ear. If it sounds brutally honest, they don't want to be around those deep people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't be around me because I'm like brutally honest on a lot of things.
Exactly. People don't like a person that's honest. It's just like with my immediate family. They would talk with me all day about bullshit, about stuff that's meaningless, dumb stuff that just really have any, matter to it. But as soon as I get to talking about something deep or whatever, they will, either strike up an argument to just stop the conversation, or just totally ignore it, or just say, oh, we don't have time for that shit, stuff like that. That's how they think. So it's like, they just don't care about deep stuff. And also they look on things from the outside. They don't look things from within. They're more exoteric type of people.
And I'm gonna tell you this too, like, you see, man, when I was like younger as a kid and stuff like that, I noticed a lot of things about this society. I just never could put it into words to express it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't many. And at that time, I didn't think there was like any other United Souls like me out there. So I didn't really speak on a lot of things. And I had to like keep quiet about a lot of things because like if I speak out, the school would hate me. You know what I'm saying? All these type of industries, you know, they'll neglect the person who's deep and be observing and be questioning a lot of things instead of like going along with the plans of the higher ups and stuff like that. Like, that's just how it's been. And like ever since I found out that I'm not the only united soul from higher planes that's on planet Earth, I go all in. Esoteric type of people, yep. A lot of people that follow society definitely look at things on the outside. You know, whatever is the norm, that's what they're gonna go with. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with people who look at things on the outside and just go with it because it's the norm. Just because zillion plus people are following it doesn't mean it's right. It don't mean it's right. If anything, following a person where like less than 100 people are following, that's actually the right path anyways, because usually in this organic poor society, the manipulative tricks are always going to be followed more than people that are like brutally honest and uncut with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say about the quiet people, they are the deepest of them all. It's a fact.
Right, right. It's like, when I was younger, I thought different. Yeah, I thought differently about things, and I tried to ask questions, but I saw that, it irritated people because they did not have the answer for it because they were much on an exoteric level and not a esoteric level. They couldn't answer the questions. So, I had a lot of questions. I had a lot of other questions that, I didn't ask because I knew they didn't have the answer or they didn't want to answer it. And like the first thing they would say is, well, God knows, God knows everything, or don't question God. That's his work. That's his plan. So that's just how they thought. Oh yeah, quiet people are always thinkers. They're always deep thinkers. They always, they say a person who's quiet mind is really loud, and that is so 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 true. It is deep. It's true, and a lot of people don't understand it or have an understanding about that, and that's when they usually tend to pick on you, and because they try to figure you out, but hey, I'm living within. I'm living in my own universe within. I don't have time for the outside stuff. So that's just how I see it.
Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, man, like, like, I tell you about organic portals. It's like, man, like when I'm around organic portal people in public or anywhere, you know what I'm saying? They be so baffled about, the industries and stuff like that, where they work at and stuff. But yet they don't want to learn how to be creators at all, like their human ancestors of the multiverse times. Like, they don't want to do that. Their whole mindset has been played while living on this earth. That's not really our original home. We just think about just buy. Like, we don't want to create. Like, most of those organic portals are just dummies. They don't want to think on that level. It's real sad. You know what I'm saying? Like, when someone tells you, boy, this life I tell you, when you tell them about this organic portal society, they attack you. Why? Like, you won't even believe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, don't get started. My cousins on my mom's side, you know what I'm saying? Like, the ones around my age, you know what I'm saying? Like, they the type to get straight A's in school and stuff like that, brainwash. And be the type to talk about direct deposit here, but they don't want to share nothing deep. And like, when I be talking about some stuff in paragraphs, they be like, nobody got time to read all that. And I'm like, are you serious? You're not a deep person like I thought you was. You just showed me your organic portal. Like, seriously. Why get online and talk about my direct deposit hit and share posts of what a famous person said? You know what I'm saying? It just fucking followers, this organic portal society. That's why I don't mess with none of my organic portal relations on the mom side. I don't fool with them.
Yeah, man, they attack because they don't want to hear it. Because deep down in their spirit, in their subconscious, they know that you're telling the truth, but they don't want to hear the truth, which is, which is sad. But yeah, you're right. Like we had discussed earlier, like, yeah, we need to be more of creators. We need to create everything that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Like make our own cars, make our own bicycles, make our own shoes, make our own clothes. You know what I'm saying? And then we can like trade with one another because everybody has their own unique style. So if we did stuff like that, man, we will all be together as a unit, and we wouldn't be separated because we wouldn't be looking like, oh, you wearing the cheap stuff and I'm wearing the high dollar stuff. We will all be more of a family, like a unit, instead of being separate. We'd be unified. And to be honest, though, it's best not to even mess with the family when they, organic portals, because it's almost like a losing battle, because they're gonna be the way they are, you're gonna be the way you are, and you all gonna forever be clashing.
Now check this out. If any of your own cousins don't want you to be friends with their friends, it shows that they sense that you're a deep person and you don't fit in with them. You don't fit in with their soul is behind. You don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? So, because this happened to me numerous times. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my cousins, like, don't want me to be friends with their friends. This is like way before the time I knew about organic portals and stuff. And it makes total sense. It's like they give a free sign to let me know that you don't fit in. You don't fit in with me and my, group of people, which are the organic portals that, one of my cousins are with. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about nothing deep. They just want to fit in with society and follow along with the other sheep.
Man, that is so true. Because look, I had cousins, I was living with, and they were hanging with my classmates. Now, I'm way older than they are, but they out there hanging with my classmates that I don't hang with because we just wasn't on that. We weren't vibing on the same level. Like back then, I didn't know nothing about organic portals myself, so I just knew that I just wasn't vibing with them. And my cousin would hang with them, smoke dope, drink, do dumb stuff, and stuff like that. And I just felt like, me and my cousin, we wasn't on the same page, because you hanging with people that I don't fool with, I don't vibrate well with, there's something wrong with my cousins. And I always felt like that, and it's true.
Because check this out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the people that comprehend the deep stuff I talk about, this organic portal society, you know what I'm saying? These are people of higher planes of the United Souls. United Souls are higher planes. They get what I'm saying. Like, my cousins on my mom's side and stuff like that, they're not really deep people like that. You know what I'm saying? So they just like, quick to like, get very sensitive when I speak out and get up against this system. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know the stuff that I know about this organic portal system that I know of, because they're not meant to be deep people. You know what I'm saying? It can't be helped. Like, I made a video one time, that being deep cannot be taught. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it can't be taught at all. If you're from lower planes, you're not going to be deep.
So it just seems to me like some people were meant to be deep, and some people were meant to be followers. Some people were meant to be on the external level. It's just,